ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Looking to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Let's talk for a minute about LSU. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. They're going to stay competitive, and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year. Then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
The Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's locked in. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Looking for room, it's Cole. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollack off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollack cut blocked. Maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Offense changing the play. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback.
Oh, they block it. That's a live ball, and the defense he's loose down the middle. The 30. Running inside the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Aggies. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Fires to the right. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
And the Aggies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. On the run, still looking. Makes the catch. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. They'll try to add another to their lead. This guy is so impressive, both with his ability to move, to buy time, to run, and then he'll kill you with his arm.
Unbelievable. Just a freak. It's like he's playing a video game, and everybody else is trying to play real-life football. It's ridiculous to be that fast and still be a quarterback, still make plays down the field. It's just not fair.
The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They decline the penalty for pass interference, and they'll stand on the results of the play. That last one was just a crushing penalty for this defense. Here comes 2nd and 1. Give to the running back. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Cole. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now, listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Rushes on him. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Hauls it in. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. Makes the grab. It's Cole. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Got his man on the right. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback is throwing the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option two, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Looking to throw, it's Hart. Here's a heat. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Oh, and he gets the ball back. Lucky to do so. Guess it could have been worse.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Mills. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
And that's just inexcusable if you're on defense there, man. Third and long, you've worked so hard to get to that point, right? To put yourself in position to come off the field, and you're going to allow a check down throw to the running back to go pick up that first. Man, that's going to drive this defensive coordinator crazy.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
To the air on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Williams. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
He unleashes a long one. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to throw. It's Hart. That's caught. It's Mills. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. On the run, it's Mills. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it.
Man, I thought that crosser was R1. I'm so used to R1 being in the slot.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense.
Wide open.
Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout.
Come on, go make a play.
The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. LSU right back to the line. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger, and that is swagger well earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud, Reese, and be like, listen, feed me the rock.
Gets away from one, finds some space. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
At this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have the nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's really good down here close to the goal line, finding creases.
Quarterback looks for a little space. Sneaks it into the end zone.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum going into the half. Cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And they tacked on the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's not going to take the touchback. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Start from the 16-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Hart. Under fire. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This offensive line is going to have to shore up this pass pro, guys. The last play they took a sack. This one they allow a hit on the QB, which forces the incompletion. 3rd down, you're going to be throwing it right here, you think, so O-line's got to step up.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. On the run, deep down the right side. Pulls in the deep ball. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45. Wants to throw on 1st down. The throw. Got a man. It's Williams. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Texas A&M back to work with another 1st down. Quickly complete. Finds a crease at the 20. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Here comes the heat. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. Here comes the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And I think QB's rushing, especially in the RPO game. You want to get that ball. Okay, I'm pulling it now. I got to throw a strike right now and get it on him. And you can tell, throws it to the left and doesn't get it to his wide receiver. It's just maybe a little bit of hurrying too much.
Looking to pass. It's Hart. Release to the back. Caught over the middle. It's Mills. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
It's a nice play call there. You've got two-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there. Texas A&M ready to go with another first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
They just keep firing. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. With the catch, it's Mills. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
A&M comes back out with another first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Williams. Touchdown, Aggie! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Will run the offense out onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on it.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And they can't make the connect.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
He's looking to throw on third and short. Got his man. He's loose on the right. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. That lead is now 10, down to a 2-possession game, and it's on this offense to try to stretch it back out.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Back to pass, it's Hart. Using his feet to buy time. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll start this drive from the 42. The give to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Dumps it to the back. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his second interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, it's Hart. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Caught in the backfield, it's Norman. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wide out there on the slant.
Finds his tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like,
can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Quarterback may change this route. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now on 3rd down for this offense. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Quarterback extends the play. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge, and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Pressure coming. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Reads it, fires complete. Breaks into the open. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with a big lead, he's still taking it.
Touchdown, Aggies! And the beatdown has ensued. They stretch this lead here in the 4th, and now they're closing in on their 9th win of the season.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And the extra point is good.
38, LSU, 14.
Out of the end zone. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Now, guys, when it comes to LSU, he's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that. But, Palmer, it's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account. And it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some good big-time candidates, some good coaches that could come in. We know they've got the money to spend. It just seems like they're going to make a change.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big...
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
LSU, 14.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds a man on the left. Still on his feet at the 45. Racing down the left side. He's at the 10. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous party. A late touchdown. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives. And coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
And he's going to try to return this one. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do.
Makes the grab on the big throw. Turns it on down the left side. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Texas A&M 52, LSU 21.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Cole.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. And listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking downfield on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. Takes it the other way. Running inside the 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Texas A&M. They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. He might want another play. Let's send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. He's taking a deep shot. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Got his man to the left. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The offense uses a timeout, 15 seconds left to play. They gave up the sack on first down, now it's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Timeout is called with just a single second left. One more play to pad the stats. He wants to change this route. On fourth down, going to the air. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games start. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.